our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Tony El Kukui Ferguson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, well, you cannot effectively chronicle the history of the UFC's lightweight division without coming across the names Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson. First meeting was back at UFC 279. Your expectations, DC, as to what might be different here in the ring?
Both of the guys have a training camp for each other, so you expect them to be better prepared for what they see inside the octagon. But for Nate Diaz, he feels like he is just better than Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson has something to say about that. Look for Tony to try to employ a little more wrestling early in this fight to try to get Nate Diaz off his game. When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
The kick is there to the body. These guys throwing early. Big elbow.
Oh, uppercut. Oh, yes, now we're going.
Overhand block there by Ferguson. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 1. Touched him with the strike there.
Wow.
Might get the TKO here.
Body shot.
Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot, man. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it for going in the fight.
Oh, man, how is he? Power shots landing on both sides. And the chins continue to hold up.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Diaz is able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds. Oh, might be trying to set up a leg submission here. Heel hook looks tight. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
El Kukui's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Side control. Ferguson's back in side control. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Diaz is trying to get the triangle here. Let's see if he can close the show. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. So just when it looked like he might get submitted, he slams his opponent down with authority as the tide turns here. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 here. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Nice leg kick.
Oh! Beautiful combination.
He's trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Oh, my goodness.
Throwing hard in the pocket. And a knee. misses with a left hook there. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Oh, nice offering there by Tony Ferguson. We'll see if he can follow it up here, champ.
I mean, he usually does. He does not let guys off the hook. Tony Ferguson is a guy that has a killer's mindset, and when he gets you hurt, he's looking to finish.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working. That takedown was timed beautifully.
Ferguson's trying to get a triangle submission here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Diaz is in half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Right to the heel belly. Gains great posture and starts raining down punches. If his opponent does not move, this fight is going to be stopped.
Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
He's going to try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
Now he's going full mount. Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Ooh, heel hook attempt now, and it looks locked in. Looks like a pretty good attempt here.
Oh, he's got him.
Oh, and he gets up.
He beat the knee by creating distance. Once you free your knee from the hips, you have a chance. This man was so good at staying calm in the face of adversity.
Listen, we still have another round coming up.
All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really open up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Trying to get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Big right hand. Oh, head kick blocked by Ferguson. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Big right hand there. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Diaz's attempt there is blocked by the opponent.
Big head kick land. Oh, you hurt him again, bro. He got him hurt bad here.
Oh, and a switch kick to the body for good measure. Nice work there by Ferguson. Oh, he lands a kick to the leg. El Cucuni's eye now closing.
He's got to keep pressing here.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Ferguson's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
Diaz is back in full mount. Under 2 minutes now to decide this one. Oh, he's setting up for a submission now.
Dude's trying to finish the fight.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, great submission defense. Fighters back to their feet here. Missed with that jab attempt there. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Well, looks as though his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit.
Great block there.
Back to his feet. Oh, the hands are up, but the double jab gets through.
Oh, he's wobbling now. This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
That is how you finish a fight. Both athletes emptying the tanks down the stretch as we go the distance here in this arena tonight.
Boom! Body kick right there, landed perfect.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Nate Diaz.
All right, so Nate Diaz added to his legend in a big way here tonight and really showing you, DC, that he can still compete and beat the very best fighters in this division.
Every time he steps into the octagon, he's very prepared to get the job done tonight. He did exactly that. Phenomenal boxing, high pace and pressure. Great win for Nate.
All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Brian T-City Ortega. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Jose Aldo Jr.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Well, most of his foes have needed crutches after the fight. Here is Jose Aldo Jr. getting set for yet another UFC appearance. Going to be interesting to see what the strategy is tonight. If he goes to the leg kicks early, he can grapple with the best of them. Jose Aldo Jr. back on the big stage here. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there by how about that strike over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch. Oh, my goodness. Oh, big elbow.
Oh, left hook to the head. It's blocked. Holy smokes. And this is why you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go. All right, opens the guard, now stacked guard. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Aldo.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. All right, so he just decides to get up here and let his opponent up.
Right into a takedown.
Nice positional control here. Aldo getting worked to the body by that elbow. Oh, he's back up again. You gotta like that. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand.
Aldo gets tagged by a solid uppercut there.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more.
Oh, how good was that combo? He is really doing a nice job stringing his shots together now. Oh, huge right hand from Jose Aldo. We'll see if he can follow it up here, DC. A lot to like out of what Jose Aldo has done in the stand-up here tonight. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Ortega's swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage. Well, eventually you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward.
He comes forward with a flying knee that just missed hitting the target flush. And yet another takedown by T-City, Brian Ortega. Round 2 straight ahead. And there's the horn. Gotta feel good going back to the stool after that round. Great round from Aldo. All right, so a big round for him there, DC. We'll go back and look at some of the highlights. Big knockdown for him. We'll see if he can follow it up.
You could see that he was flowing. Everything was working in accordance to what he wanted it to be. And at the moment that it showed itself, the moment that the opportunity arrived, he jumped on it, got that big knockdown, and now he finds himself ahead in this fight.
All right, now we get to our second round, DC. Jose Aldo versus Brian Ortega.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt. Ortega's in there, fighting calm, staying collected in the face of a very tough fight.
That's a good connection there, DC.
Massive good plan. And his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Well, the calf kick's all the rage, but he's not discriminating, attacking the thigh pretty effectively.
Yeah, we have seen that time and time again. Starting mixed martial arts, people throw leg kicks. Right now, you can see him digging his shin into this guy's thigh.
Oh, double leg lands. Aldo gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. 3 minutes to go in round 2. What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy.
His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. Hit with a shot like that. You don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
That's a big hook.
Has to evade, stay in space.
Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round 2.
Got tagged a couple times. Nice combo up top.
Well, you got to think he's going to enjoy watching this one back tomorrow morning. He has landed a ton of significant strikes and really a guy who has been a monster in the gym, finally putting it together here in the octagon.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. And he lands the hook. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball.
Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Final seconds here of round 2. Saved by the bell. That's the end of the round. You heard the horn, and it came just because he was stunned by a huge shot right before the end of the round. So, all right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. All right, so after one of the more entertaining rounds in recent UFC history, our next round is upon us. Man, those guys both took some serious damage in that previous round.
They both took some damage, but they both gave it. They both gave it as well as they took it. Let's see who wilts and goes down first. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What is a big moment in this fight. He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty.
Oh, huge left. Ortega's now cut above the
bad.
Missed on the strike attempt there. His stamina has really failed him here tonight. He's got to figure out a way to preserve some energy as this fight moves forward. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys...
Oh, big knee! Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is. Oh, with authority, the body.
Oh,
all right, so we go down the stretch. He is clearly losing this fight, and at this point, you just abandon position and go for submission, yes?
Yeah, you gotta just go. You gotta start throwing things at the wall and hope something sticks.
Ortega's lower jaw is extremely swollen now. Under 2 minutes to go in round 3.
Beautiful leg kick lands.
Ortega going for the takedown here, but he misses.
What a nasty kick that was thrown with ill intent.
Oh, big shots here. Oh, heavy shots continue to rain down.
Oh, he's got a guillotine here.
Oh, that guillotine is officially tight.
He's gonna choke it. There it is.
Ooh, slight touch up, but he got out.
What a great job attacking the lock, rolling to your back, giving up the mount. He chose a much worse position over giving up that submission.
30 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, big ground strikes continue to land.
In the half guard.
So the fight goes the distance. We'll take a look back at the action, but should go his way given all he got done in the striking game.
Yeah, he did a great job of landing at will, mixing up the target, doing everything that he's become known for in order to cruise to a very good decision. I know he didn't get the finish that he wanted so bad coming in here tonight, but he had a phenomenal performance, and he showed that he's one of the best fighters in the world.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 9-28, 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Jose Aldo Jr.
All right, so another dominant, clean performance in a career full of them for the former featherweight champ Jose Aldo Jr., your winner tonight by way of decision.
Jose Aldo just wins. It doesn't matter how, he just wins. And you know, in all those championship fights, if a fight went long, he'd be comfortable in it. Tonight, he was comfortable in it, and he gets the victory.
And no real suspense when the judges' scorecards were rendered. Jose Aldo will enjoy his trip back down to Brazil after a big win tonight by decision.
Chilling in my shop, been to war, we got purple hearts. Was outside, but you were scared of dark. I've been shot, I ain't scared to lurk. Had a clean run and ended up in jail for my 31st. Had the first. Before that, then a shank that pierced his shirt. 2016 was Dirty Sprite. I done it on the top floor, then
And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world, Max Blessed Holloway. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Charles the Bronx Oliveira.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Well, thank the heavens the UFC was able to put this fight back together, because Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira fought in a nice front kick there. There's that jab from Max Holloway. Didn't take him long to find a home for that tonight.
I mean, Max Holloway constantly fights behind the jab, and you would expect it at the start of every single fight. The jab leads to...
Oh, there's a kick there. We'll see if he can finish.
Oh, that's big. Down by the clear.
Oh, getting it done early. Oh, nice change up on the tempo. There's the hook in the clinch. Lands by Oliveira. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but both finished it.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night. But he seems to be having fun. And hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushing out of that option.
Yeah, you don't play with your food.
No.
Oh, nice knee.
Oliveira's shot is blocked. Some damage being doled out, and now some swelling upstairs on his opponent.
He's not moving his head effectively. He's trying to be face first. Look, prove how tough you are. You got to move your head. Be active. Don't be reactive in your defenses.
Just over 2 minutes, round 1. Oliveira doing the right things defensively. Staying busy in the clinch, lands a nice punch there. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now. Oh, he is stunned, trying to recover here.
He gets to the flying knee.
Oh, beautiful combination.
Nice shot, lands downstairs. Another big body kick lands.
Man, Holloway at his relentless best. No breathing room for the opponent as he continues to press forward here.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a great
How's his opponent still standing? Quick entry to get it on a single.
That was a great...
Oh, he's got his knee on the belly, raining down punches here. Second round, straight ahead. Heading back to the corner after that round. Oliveira's bleeding from the forehead a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on that as the fight continues. Hopefully the cut man can do his work and get it under control so it doesn't bleed down into the fighter's eyes. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
All right, here we go now, round 2.
You ready to
Charles
fight?
Du Bronx
Ready.
Oliveira and Max Blessed Holloway. This fight's gonna be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high with his opponent, thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Oh, big knee to the body. That'll soften him up. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover and...
Both unwilling to take a step back. What a phenomenal fight. He passes to half guard. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down.
Oh, he's trying to buck the hips. Looked like he got the hand ready to tap.
I mean, look at that. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking in a position that is very, very difficult to deal with.
And there it is! Charles Oliveira back with style points tonight.
Holy smokes.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got to his position, he found the submission, he squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 40 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira!
All right, so another win by submission for the UFC's submission king, Charles "DuBronx" Oliveira.
Nobody's ever done it better. No one has done it better than DuBronx on the ground. When you're on the ground with Charles Oliveira, you are constantly in danger. And tonight he showed why he's the best grappler or submission finisher in UFC history.
All right, without further delay, let's get you tonight's tale of the tape. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Katlyn Phenomenal Vieira. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
So here's Amanda Nunes back for more. She can mix it up with any bantamweight in the world, but believes she has some striking advantages in this particular matchup here tonight that she can take advantage of. Let's see if Nunes follows up on those fight week words and puts them into action tonight.
What a combo she lands to the head.
Push kick there to the body.
Those are big strikes.
All right, the Lioness Amanda Nunes able to land the overhand right early in this one. She's never in a rush per se, but don't want to eat too many of those.
Power defines the female GOAT. Power is her calling card. Amanda Nunes gets forward and she starts to paw the jab to land that beautiful overhand right that she has put so many to sleep with.
That opened up a cut around her eye area. Got to shore up the defense.
Yeah, she's got to move her head. She has not moved her head effectively, and now she's dealing with the cut.
All right, nice job by her to sort of shell up defensively here and prevent any of these shots from getting through.
She is taking no damage because she's so on point defensively.
Nunes is in half guard now. All right, full guard here if you're the bottom fighter. Trying to pull off the half guard, I would see.
Yes, absolutely. Trying to keep her in full guard, pull up some submission to get back to your feet.
Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Oh, and there's another leg kick, just out, right? I mean, now she has sort of rendered her opponent, as you see the damage, a one-legged fighter.
She is fighting a one-legged fighter, a wounded gazelle right in front of a hungry lion. That is not a great position to be.
Her striking has been great tonight, rocked her opponent pretty significantly, but you got to think there's a little bit of disappointment that she wasn't able to get the finish.
She should be disappointed that she didn't finish the fight. This one looked like it was over.
There we see the seminal blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hurt bad.
Big elbow there, Rose. 45 seconds remain in the round. All right, so the damage really starting to accumulate on the thigh, and she continues to attack what is... Vieda's knee to the body is blocked. What an end to round one. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and they better get going on that cut. I would not say it's critical per se, but getting more severe by the moment.
Look, you're way too aggressive, okay? You're way too aggressive against your opponent right now.
Well, she's dealing with a pretty big cut now. We'll see if we can isolate exactly where it happened in that previous round.
Man, she took way too many shots in round one. She was not being responsible defensively, and ultimately she is paying for it because now she's having a real tough time dealing with that cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Can't take many of those. You better check.
Vieda's cut is just nasty, right on the cheek. Location.
Beautiful placement on that hook.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that was just a beautiful shot by her there to end the fight. I'm not sure she could have drawn it up any better than it played out here tonight. She lands the seminal blow there midway through the round. I'm not even sure her opponent saw it coming. So big knockout win for her here tonight. And here we go inside the octagon for the official decision to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 27 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Amanda, Lioness of the Ring, Nunes.
All right, so the Lioness, Amanda Nunes, your winner by knockout. No judges needed, no scorecards needed, and a lot of people felt like she was going to get this result tonight, but she made no doubt that she was the better woman in this equation.
She was way better. She was the one that knew. She was sure. She was confident that if she got her hands on her opponent, she would knock her out.
I feel like I'm folding. I reach out to God trying to talk on the daily. I know I can't hear, but still trying to call him. I need a blessing. I feel like I'm stressing. No point of me wristing. I feel like it's stolen. Still ain't gave up with this pressure I'm holding. They left me alone. I was watching them bowling. Day after day trying to stay out the way, but I still gotta pray because I feel like I'm falling.
And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. The veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Cyril Bangamoga. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Sergey Pavlovich.
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
All right, here we go with round 1, and all eyes are on the heavyweight behemoth, Sergey Pavlovich. It is amazing that a human being could be this powerful and still possess the hand speed that Sergey Pavlovich does. Came up short against Tommy Aspinall, of course, in UFC 295. But prevailing theory with mixed martial arts fans is eventually this man is...
That's
You cannot sit in this position. Referee will have no choice to stop the fight.
Oh, big overhand.
It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful.
Oh, another punch landed there by Pavlovich. Well, a few heavyweights move as well as the former interim champ Cyril Gane, and you see the footwork right away as this fight gets started.
Yeah, the footwork leads to the jab. The guy does a great job of moving into you, and then he pops you. And then the moment you start to rush, he drops the big right hand on you. Cyril Gane is a hawk, lands a huge flying knee.
Pavlovich is bleeding from the mouth now, a cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun. Trying to land the elbow there to no avail. We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Oh, big left hook there.
Nice spinning back fist there.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's ever asked. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Well, that overhand, big weapon form throughout his career. It's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. Gane's cut above the eye. Both guys appeared to land there. Strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. This is crazy round of fight.
With a massive highlight at the Garden.
I mean, wow.
Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 49 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Sergey Pavlovich.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends
as they earn this spectacular victory.
All right, here's the top 5 welterweight contender, Bilal. Remember the name Muhammad. And I paused at calling him an overachiever, but there were a lot of people who didn't necessarily think that this man was going to vault into the top 5 and be the factor that he has become in one of the UFC's deepest divisions.
Well, when you're this committed, when you are so committed to your craft, and you have an iron will that you will be something special, you can accomplish anything. That's Bilal Muhammad. When you talk to him, you get a sense that this guy believes that he's the best in the world. He doesn't believe it. He applies the work ethic to it to make himself and give himself a chance. It has allowed him to be exactly where he is today.
And now he believes he might just be one win away from his first shot at the UFC title. We'll see how it goes for Muhammad tonight. Folks, here we go all eyes are on the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. Future might be in the UFC Hall of Fame, but he certainly didn't want to hear that noise in the fighter meeting. He is focused on the present, and that is this significant challenge against the number 1 contender tonight.
Yeah, he's not looking down the line. He's the guy that lives in the here and now. He told us the other day, John, that he has so many more defenses to put himself alongside the great welterweight champions, Kamaru Usman and George St. Pierre. He has got a real idea of where he wants to go, and he feels like tonight is just another step in the road to greatness.
And he's been inspired by all of those great welterweights that preceded him, Leon Edwards among them. Now it's his turn to shine on the big stage yet again. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, below, remember the name, Muhammad. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Jack Della.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
Well, every time we walk into this here Madison Square Garden, I think I will always think about you in 2017. It was UFC 217 championship triple header. And it was Douglas.
Great timing on that double leg. He passed the half guard. That was nice. This is a terrible position. Getting them out here. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Back mount now.
Now he's attacking a rear naked choke.
We'll see how he chooses to proceed here. He's got a couple of hooks in, trying to find a way underneath the neck.
It's starting to get tight.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense. He's got to start throwing now.
I need you to move. Scramble.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard. He's isolating an arm.
Oh, looks like he's got the submission locked in. He's in real trouble.
It's tight. It's over. It's over.
Whoa, submission defense. He gets out.
I mean, calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head. Put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half of an armbar.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
It's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Good with that overhand. Back and forth we go. Oh, man, hate to be hit with one of those knees to the body.
Nice defense. He got his hands up and he blocked him.
Final seconds here of round one. boxer is next.
You lost that last round. He's really one step ahead of you on the submissions. Now, you're doing a great job with your defense, but we have to avoid those positions altogether and become authentic.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. Big power shot there.
There's another one. Nice block. Wow, actually got the takedown.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice.
Beautiful punch to the body.
The knee's now going. Takedown defense is there. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to. That one landed. Yep.
Single collar tie now.
Now some separation from this clinch position. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Oh, he is on point tonight. Nice combination. All right, so some fatigue striking, I guess you would call it here. He is landing, but just not inflicting much damage because his stamina is on low. Inside the closed guard now.
And now he's in the guillotine.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight.
That guillotine looks very painful, and he's very close to the finish, but he cannot rush. He cannot allow his opponent to get to his back.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but submission defense wins this transition.
Oh, really working towards the guillotine choke here. Working again for that submission.
It's always going to be a struggle, but this guy's intent on finishing the fight.
Oh, he got out.
Oh, he got out. He did a great job. He attacked a lot. He got pressure forward, then off to the side, rolled to his back to release that pressure.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Muhammad's in half guard.
Changing the position.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Might be able to hook onto an arm here.
What a tight arm bar. Trying to finish the arm bar here. All he's got to do now is take his time, and the finish will present itself.
Holding the position now.
He's smart. He knows not to lose his position.
Oh, what a transition to the belly down arm bar now. Oh, he got out.
He actually defended. Now, he's not in a great position now, but he's better off than he was before.
And the horn sounds on round two.
Take a seat. Deep breath. Good. Relax. Take a drink of water and listen. All right, man. I want you to set those kicks up.
All right, so the fight goes the distance. You see him raise his hands seemingly in victory. When it comes to the submissions, man, he went for it all night.
He went for him all night. Every chance he got, he attacked the neck. He attacked the arm. He attacked the legs. Whatever submission was presented, he attacked it with the intent to finish the fight. I thought he did a great job of just being offensive in every single position.
Round three of a possible 5.
Beautiful jab land.
Nice 1-2 there. Muhammad gets the takedown. Could be big here.
Look at him. He's setting up a choke now. Look at that. He's setting it up.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, and he's out. Making all these shots count. Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets you going, he's got so many ways to finish arm bars.
There's the time.
Goodness! No touches me with this time. Holy smokes!
Well, Everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call his shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
With that, we now go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 11 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar. And still, the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, John
All right, so he came in the best welterweight in the world. Nothing changes tonight. Congratulations to the still UFC welterweight champion.
He understands that he is the best fighter in the world at 170 pounds, and he proved that tonight.
All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground or the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Doubt him now, folks. Doubt him now. The undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Dricus Du Plessis. And even though, of course, he wanted to beat Israel Adesanya for the title, it ended up being Sean Strickland. This man's the best in the world. And he has had knockers and doubters every step of the way. They knocked his cardio. They knocked his grappling. The man can fight. The man's a born fighter, as are a lot of individuals who grow up in South Africa. And now that he's the champion, in theory, he's 20 to 30% better. We'll see if the incumbent can get dethroned here tonight. And all the hype gives way to the action here. Both fighters have now touched down on the canvas. We are ready to go from the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, here in New York, New York. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Khamzat Chimaev. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Dricus Du Plessis.
Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, one of the best middleweights in the world at present, Dricus du Plessis, prioritizing a fast start tonight as we get underway in round one. Not as though he's been a fighter who historically plays with his food at times, but du Plessis doesn't want to give his opponent any window for optimism or confidence. As such, he felt like his jab was going to lead the dance, and eventually his right hand would close the show.
Nasty high kick. How is he still standing?
Oh, lands a big left hand. Now,
There it is. Now he's running him out. Oh, he's got to be careful there. Yep.
oh!
He did a great job of reversing the position, using the opening that his opponent gave him to shut him off and get back up.
Back and forth we go. Nice shot over the top there.
It won't take many of those.
Oh, big hook. That'll sting.
These are big shots.
Oh, huge right hand. Blocks the shot to the body.
Those are the body kicks that'll crumble you. That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you're in the night, that one landed right on the spot. He's giving him so many different things right now.
Oh! Now some spacing as they exit the clinch.
Oh, nice combination, yeah.
Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand?
What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is.
Oh!
Deep now.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Good. Keep the pressure on. You're doing good.
Nice body shot there. All right, so he's dealing with some swelling upstairs, and you got to think he's land right there to settle the blow of the fight.
I mean, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut.
Big left hand lands upstairs.
Didn't like that left hand.
Back to the feet.
Oh. Shot a double leg.
Oh, slams him down with authority, DC. Now we'll see what he can do with it, but certainly an impactful moment in the round.
He slams him down with so much conviction, and nothing is more discouraging for your opponent than being lifted up off of his feet and then slammed back down to the mat.
Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, there's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve $50,000. Hell, let's give them each $100,000 for the performance that they just put on in one round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here.
He's cut. Give him the elbow.
Oh, overhand lands. That'll leave a mark.
He's going to try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, slams his opponent to the ground.
Knee on belly.
Hard elbows. Hard elbows.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Posture up, GMP.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount here. Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Chimaev's able to transition back to side control now. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
That was a slick transition.
Chimaev's in half guard.
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used this momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Wow, he gets out and now reverses position.
Beautiful submission defense by this guy. He was constantly under attack.
Grappler's delight tonight.
That Darce choke is tight. This has got to be the end of the fight.
And there's the tap. Your winner by submission.
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it, that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 54 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, Khamzat Chimaev, your winner by submission here tonight. Prevailing wisdom was if he was able to get his grappling going and get the fight to the mat, submission would probably materialize, and it did.
The submission shows itself because once again he proves that when he can get you where he wants you, you are in trouble. You're in danger. He was always one step ahead of his opponent. Got this position, got the submission victory, and it's onward and upwards once again for Khamzat.
And now we'll see what Nick Maynard and the brass do with Khamzat Chimaev. Sean Shelby certainly will have an opinion on that, but a huge submission win for Khamzat Chimaev. Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pereira? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm?
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover and you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pereira not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title. And tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal, Alex Pereira, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. Battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. All right, tonight we get another look at the wildly talented Magomed Ankalaev, not just one of the best light heavyweights in the world, for my money, one of the top 20 pound-for-pound athletes on this roster, top to bottom.
I feel like he can compete with anyone, but I also feel like he has a style that translates weight classes, and that is what pound feet means. This guy can strike. This guy can grapple. This guy has tremendous cardio. I don't think anything points to that more than the Blachowicz fight. When it went bad, he just pivoted and did something different and almost became the champion. Tonight, he's got to be on his game if he wants to get his hand raised.
And a lot of people believe against any 205er in the world, Magomed Ankalaev would be the betting favorite. Let us see how he handles this stylistic challenge in front of him tonight. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Magomed Ankalaev!
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Let's do it.
All right, early round action here, and if we had a fantasy draft for light heavyweights, perhaps Magomed Ankalaev would be the #1 pick right now. Fan base absolutely bullish on this man's future. Pretty good test in front of him tonight, a good litmus test to see where he's at relative to the truly elite fighters in this division.
What a setup. He lands a beautiful flying knee.
Nicely done with the kick there. Oh, he gets tagged there. Nice combination. Oh, nice kick to the body there. Beautifully timed and placed front kick there by the kickboxer, and that's going to allow him, I would think, to really maintain this range against the overall more well-rounded fighter.
I mean, yeah, he's in there with a guy that would seem to
Thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent, lifted a little bit, trying to stay upright. But man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Oh! Massive kick to the head. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Controlling the fight behind that jab.
Lands a good series of kicks there, DC. It really didn't take him long to get a good beat on his opponent.
He figured the timing, and now he's been driving kick after kick into his opponent.
Right on the button. Oh, punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing the shots.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
Hook to the head there by Magomed Ankalaev. Oh, flying knee right on the chin. Ankalaev's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Oh, nice kick. Well, you saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage and made good use of it there with that punch.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Well, he is a true fight finisher, and Alex Pereira has really managed risk well tonight. Not necessarily going for the kill shot. We'll see if it materializes here late in the round.
Well, I think it speaks to his evolution of an MMA fighter. He's not just a striker anymore. He's an MMA striker, recognizing that the gloves are small, so he's got to take his time in his approach. He cannot just hunt you down anymore. So that makes him more accurate. That makes him more focused defensively. He has looked amazing tonight, and that's kind of what we expect now from Alex Pereira.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round 1. All right, so that round is in the books. Ankalaev's corner looks a little bit concerned, perhaps because of that cut on the lip that was opened up there in that round. Starting to bleed pretty good. Cutman's got his work to do now.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, round 2. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times when they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades. Lands a nice straight. Ankalaev's bruise on that thigh certainly bears watching. That looks about as bad as it could. He's going to have fun walking tomorrow.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish it.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now he's tasked with trying to find this shot again.
Man, his thigh is just a mess of bruises. Flying through the air, and he lands the knee. Oh, he lands another leg kick. Man, his opponent's on one leg.
Uncle, if I on the apron with the white towel, throw it in, boy, right over.
Massive left hand. Back to the feet now. Big knee there. Huge left hand. All right, so a swing and a miss there, and largely due to fatigue. His stamina is low, and he's got to figure out a way to conserve some...
Trouble right now.
That's it! Alex Pineda takes the judges out of it, gets the finish.
Yo, wow! That was nasty!
Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight, and the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs, and when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight. All right, Bruce Buffer now inside the octagon has the official decisions.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 5 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Alex Carrera!
Well, you heard it there from Buff. Alex Pineda by TKO. This man is an absolute monster when it comes to the striking, and his opponent was no match tonight.
No, he was not good enough to stand with him. But a lot of times, pride gets in the way. And his pride led him to getting finished by TKO.